You guys have been watching the Vice Grip channel for well over a year now. And that itch to get a classic car has just been getting worse and worse and worse. Now, I've been saving to buy a big property and work on things like this for a while now. So I decided to do the right thing and went out and got this beast right here. It's a 1967 Plymouth Fury 3 convertible. I don't know. My name's Scott, and I'm a fan of Vice Grip Garage. Hey Derek, I know you love hearing the backstories about cars and the history behind them and how and why and what and basically everything that goes along with it. So I figured I'd give you a little backstory on this particular car, why I purchased it, what happened, and basically how everything went down. So to start off with, when I was 14, my dad purchased a 1967 Plymouth Fury 3 convertible, just like this one. That was a 318, this one's a 383. Now, when I was 14 and we purchased the car, my dad taught me the basics about working on cars. Engines, a little bit of exhaust, carburetors, a lot of intricacies in the engine compartment about basically how to make them run, how to make them go. And it was really cool, really neat. That's really when I fell in love with classic cars. I joined a classic car club in high school, found a whole bunch of people that drove around, and we had a ball. Shortly after my 16th birthday, I was driving the car to school, and unfortunately the engine threw a rod, and we weren't able to save it. So we ended up selling it, which was a bummer, but that's kind of how life goes. But ever since then, I have been looking to replace it. So about once a week for the past 20 years, I've been looking for a vehicle very, very similar to it. Back in December, I found this vehicle right here on eBay, and it was in Pennsylvania in December. I live in Southern California. Obviously, it's nice, bright, sunny, shiny out, and it wasn't quite in the cards for me to go out there and get it. So I ended up buying it on eBay and had it shipped out here. Now shipping was a little bit of a nightmare. Took a little bit to make happen because no shipping company really wanted to touch it because it has no brakes. I believe that you are familiar with that. But eventually I found a company that was willing to do it. Driver was willing to do it. He brought it out here. And let me tell you, I was scareder than a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs the entire time it was shipping out here. Oh man, I was on edge, nail biter. But we ended up getting the car out here. I have a little bit of footage when it was dropped off in pretty much the middle of the night, but it was dropped off, we got it in the driveway, and here it sits. So, I'm gonna give you a rundown, basics on what is going on with the car, what I think I need to do, and hopefully you enjoy it. Thanks. Hey Derek, so I'm just going to give you a quick overview of the vehicle from the drinker side over here, and then I'll take the camera and we'll do a full 360. I'll open up the trunk and then the engine compartment, and we'll be able to take a look at some stuff. So the first thing that you'll notice about this is I call it the California edition, and the reason you can tell it's the California edition is because from right about here to about here, there's nothing at all. Now maybe there's something in here, I don't know. I haven't popped the top yet to see what we're looking at, so I'm not quite sure what kind of disaster we're looking at in there. But I'm hoping that at least something comes up a little bit, or at the very least the motor works, because it is a power top. One thing that was really cool that I found when the car arrived was actually it traveled across the country with the entire top down, but on the front dash all the way from Pennsylvania to here, I found this. Now, it's a little beat up, a little worn, but it is the original owner's manual that survived all the way across the country on the front dash. I have no idea how it didn't blow out, but it didn't. But I thought that was really, really, really cool. And then the other thing that I found that gave me a lot more history on the car was right there. And that guy was found attached to the radiator. I'm sure you're very familiar with these, but I thought that was really, really, really cool to find when I popped the engine compartment. So let's do a full 360, take a look at what we got, and hope that I am not in way over my head, which I totally am. I have no idea what I was thinking. I don't know. So, as I pan in to do an overall, one thing that I also got that I know that you're not used to, and I know it's a surprise, but I got keyage. I know. I am just absolutely, I just don't know what to say. I got keyage. Alright, so I'm going to follow your advice, and first thing we're going to do is we're going to pop the trunk right here, see what we got. Alright, pop the trunk. Let's see. Alright, come on, here we go. Come on. Okay, anytime. Okay, let's go. That was easy. Alright, so first off, looks like we got the full-sized spare. I have no idea if that has any air in it whatsoever. We'll go ahead and test that out. And nope, no air. Alright, looks like we got a piece of the grill in the back where the key goes, and some discolators and tubing. And alright, so yeah, definitely confirms that we are having a problem with the brakes, but that's all we got going on. Maybe a little bit of weight reduction right there. That's just speed holes. You know, you're familiar with those. Yeah, a little bit of speed holes over here too. It's kind of hard to see, so we'll leave that. But otherwise, back here, I mean, it doesn't look bad. I did take the liberty of checking out underneath, and it's definitely a snow car. The tank is a little rusted out, and my plan is to just completely replace on that pretty much the entire fuel system all the way up to the carb. But yeah, I mean, it's just a project. I don't know if I mentioned it already, but I do have 4 minions that are running around here. My 3 oldest are my boys, and then my daughter's my youngest, and I plan on having them help me out with it. I'm sure they're going to love to drive it one day. But right now, we just got to get it running. My oldest is 11, so it's going to be a few years before he can drive, but I'm sure he'll enjoy riding around in it for a little while before he starts driving it. All right, back to doing a full pan around. As we get over to the driver's side, you can see that we got 1 flat tire right here. Everything else seems to be holding air. But the good thing about this one is it's only flat on the bottom part. The top, that seems okay. But the bottom, yeah, we're going to have to take a look at that. One thing that you also notice is the original poverty caps seem to be all the way around. So I'm really excited about that. So we move into the boot and the back seat. Looks to be a little rough, a little beat up, but that's factory right there. I'm not too worried about that. We'll move up here. That duct tape right there on the seat, that's also factory. Dash looks pretty good. Small crack right about here, right behind the steering wheel. You can see it a little bit better there, so I'm going to have to play with that. Probably replace on the dash. Carpet's a little beat up, and speed hole, and another more speed holes right there. It's kind of hard to see.
A lot of weight reduction, just like you would expect from any northern car with the salt and the ice and everything. But that's all right. We can we'll get to that after we get it running and get some brakes going. Pedals up there, and then as we move up front, pardon the trailer that I'm working around, the body seems pretty straight. Little couple, like one ding right there on the fender, and then a little bit of more weight reduction right there. Well, that's all right. One thing I did notice, it's the Commando V8. Have no idea what that means, but that's all right. It's a Commando. It's better than not being a Commando. I think we can all agree on that. So as I come around to the front, what really sold me on this is right there. That gas tank. That tells me that, Derek, there's a very, very, very good chance that you might have worked on this already. I don't know if you remember or not, but I saw that and I said to myself, oh, Derek, you've probably worked on this already. All right, so let's go ahead and pop the hood. Now, before we do that, let's take a look at the front grille. Pretty straight, pretty clean. I looked at it a little bit in the front too, and it looks like they'd already done some front end work, specifically with the, well, I'm not sure about necessarily the struts or the suspension, but the lights have definitely been replaced on, and possibly the grille. I'm not 100% sure, but those lights are clean. So, all right. The hood ornament is actually inside. I'm not quite sure what they used to attach it. Looks like some Bondo or glue or chewing gum and baling wire. I don't know. But I do have it inside, and I will bring it out and show you a picture of that. One really cool thing I like about that too is it says 383 on it to match the engine that we're looking at. So I thought that was really neat. So we're gonna pop this open right here. Just ignore that sound right there. That's fine. That's just fine. And there she is. I've already tried to turn it on. It will run off the Berrymans, but it won't pull from the tank, either this tank up here in the front or the fuel tank. So, but that means that 3/4 of the work is already done, in my opinion. I just got to get some fuel, figure out the fuel for it, and then the brakes, and then I'm going to start cruising this thing around. Speed holes or not, I want to be driving it. So. So we'll go ahead and close it up right now, but before I do that, I went inside, got the hood ornament. So I just love the way that looks right there with 383 on it, and a little gummed up again, but 383 on both sides. Pretty good shape. I just need to figure out how to reattach it. So we will swing around here. Again, we've got the Commando V8 right there. Again, no idea what that means, but seems like all the trim is intact. I do have a little bit more trim from my original Fury 3 way back when I was 14. I actually kept the box with all the trim and whatever other parts are in there. So if I do need to replace on some of it, then I will. I'm kind of excited about that. But yeah, other than that, it looks like a really straight car. Really, really excited about it. It's actually interesting too. If you look, I think they were placed on the wheels because you could see the tires. Because you could see the original sticker on the tire. So someone had started working on it. They just didn't finish it out, and it probably got to be too much or whatever it may be. So again, really excited about this. So we'll take a look on the inside. I'll unlock it right here. All right. Door opens and closes really, really, really well. Nice close. It's solid. You know, no door sag, nothing like that. So again, really excited about that one. This thing to worry about. Like I said, we've got some weight reduction and some speed holes down here, but again, nothing that we can't resolve with some new floor pans and a good old Tanya Harding. So excited about that. A little bit of trash in here from the owners. I haven't really cleaned it out yet. Wanted to show it to you as original as I could get it. Maybe you could see the what we're looking at a little bit more if I can figure out how to focus this puppy. There we go. So you can see the hole right there. That's all right. So, but there we are. Go ahead and shut the door and, oh, I gotta lock it. Now it's secure. There we are.
So one last thing I wanted to do before I shut this video down is I actually wanted to put the top up and see what we're looking at. Like I said, I haven't touched the top yet, so seeing it on video is going to be the first time that I've ever seen it, and we're going to cross our fingers and hope that disaster doesn't occur. I'm pretty sure it is. So let me close the hood up real quick. Hop in the driver's seat. Oh, let me take the snaps off first, see what we got going on with this. That smells like 2-month-old expired skunk milk. Whoa. Alright, let's hope I got some battery here. See if it'll even go up. Oh, just so you can hear it crank. It's right there. It just needs a little bit of fuel. Alright, let's see what we got. Oh, might need some help. Alright, this is my oldest. He's my assistant. He's gonna help me get the top up while I'm pushing on it. Alright, slide over to the driver's side. See the one that says top right there? Push that off.
Am I gonna get squished?
Yes. Alright, stop. A little more. A little more. A little more. Stop. Keep going. Alright. Well, that's about it for me today. One, my battery's about to die. I just cannot have a charged battery. And B, the wind started picking up, and I'm sure you can hear it, so I'm just gonna have to shut it down. But that's all right. I want to take another second to say thanks for everything that you do. Really love the channel, really love the content. Thanks, appreciate it, can't wait to see more. I also want to take a second to say thanks to Jessica and the boys. I know how hard my wife has to work around here to keep up with my craziness and shenanigans, like making videos like this. So I can only imagine it's the same for you in your house with the Vice Grip Garage family. So big thanks to you and everyone. Really appreciate it. Can't wait to see more content. Loving what you're doing. Keep it up. That's about it from me. This is Scott in Southern California signing off as a fan of Vice Grip Garage. And remember, keep the greasy side down.
Oops, forgot one final thing. Perfect.
Scott here from Southern California, and as a fan of, oh my god.
Oops, forgot one final thing. Oops, forgot one final thing. Oops, forgot one final thing. Dang it!
Well, that's about it for me here in Vice Grip Garage. Hey guys, come on in! Hi! Hi! Are you a monster?
What's up? I'm his oldest. I was speaking in different languages.
Hi.
Drop this
Hi.
outside. Hi. Why'd you drop this outside?
Hi, don't touch that. Come here.
We were putting this on thing on.
Hi. Are you a monster? What? You're a monster.
No.
Hey, Jakey.
Did you pump out the tire on the other side?
I did not yet. I'm doing a video of it.
It's in the trunk.
It's in the trunk?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Go get it.
Are you a monster? No?
Puggies.
Huggies.
Why'd you got your fixing
I'm doing a video on it first, and then I'm gonna fix it.
What are these?
Huh? Those are turn signals. I will fix that flat tire, but not today. Welcome to my crazy family.